Welcome to Beauty and the Beards, I guess. Hello. My name is Al. Hello.
I'm Scott. Hello.
Yeah, this is Scott. Hello. It's Kiana. Hello.
Oh,
Hope you're having a great day. Hello. We are the podcast. We need you to do a few things for us. Hello. Go ahead and like the video. Hello.
Just leave a wave in the comments. Hello.
Subscribe and leave a comment down below saying hello.
oh.
Hello. Yeah. Hi. Shout out to Pokeshop Collectibles. Shout out to those guys. They got all your Pokemon trading card needs. If you got anything that you want to get, they got it. If you need anything Warhammer, Pokemon, anime trading card, anything that is not a sports card, they got it. Go to them. They got mats, they've got tins, they've got bins, they've got singles, they've got bundles. Whatever you need, they do tournaments, they do trade nights. Whatever you want, they got it. They got a Facebook page you can go follow. I'm pretty sure they've got other socials outside of that, but I know they mostly stick to their Facebook page.
Mostly Facebook.
They do their Whatnot streams as well, where you can go ahead and get some cards for pretty cheap. You can get some really nice singles, or they also do some bundles from time to time. Get some really good cards there. I know I've gotten a few good ones. I know he's gotten a few good ones. Mm-hmm. He's also went out and sorted some of their cards and got a few good ones from there too. Bought a lot of good slabs from them. If you like slab cards, they got a lot of good graded cards out there too. So if you're a trading card collector, if you like Pokemon in general, go check them out. They got a lot of good stuff.
They also just announced starting to do Magic the Gathering tournaments on Fridays.
Yes, gather your magic.
So.
Get it all together and gather it up.
Gather your magic.
Yes, put it all in a bag and shuffle it together.
But they do Pokemon trade nights every other Thursday and Pokemon tournaments every other Saturday.
Shout out Fully Coolly for the people who know. If you know, you know. This is by far one of the greatest anime of all time. To run a small 7-episode runtime for season 1. Oh my god, it's one of the best. It is one of those animes that the seasons that come after it is not the best, but the first season is just it was peak for when it came out. But we've got some things to talk about today. Not pay-per-view dedicated like we did last episode. We got a little bit of WWE to talk about, so we can go ahead and knock that out first. Raw was great. Great episode of Raw.
Started with CM Punk.
Yeah, started with CM Punk going
just
on
calling out.
Huge rant.
He stood on the announcement. Did you watch that episode?
No.
He stood on the announcement table and he was just like, I got a list. Anybody in the locker room, who do you guys want me to call out? And the audience was just like, Cena, call out Cena. And so he went on a rant about John Cena and The Rock, and then followed it up with the one he actually wanted to talk about, which was Seth Rollins. And
is this the one where Seth Rollins comes barreling at him through the crowd? I mean, I know
This
he does that
was
all the time.
that was one of the parts. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
this Seth Rollins.
I saw that clip.
Right when he had called Seth Rollins out, Seth Rollins' theme music popped. He came out and Punk just got off the table and they just started scrapping.
There was no talk,
And
no nothing. They just scrapped
no.
the whole episode.
Yeah,
they were just scrapping.
They were just fine. Like literally, there were points throughout the whole entire episode of Raw where they would cut to somebody doing like a sequence in the hallway with the commentator, and then out of nowhere it's just and it's just Punk and Rollins in the background just beating the shit out of each other. Security is still trying to pry them apart. They somehow just
in their real fake way of trying to pull people apart.
Yeah.
It's very noticeable that they're not trying.
Yeah.
I mean, hell,
A group of toddlers can hold somebody back if there's enough of them.
Yeah, they fought the whole episode. That was really good. Loved seeing that build up. That means tomorrow, the day after this is being recorded.
They must have something big planned for WrestleMania with them.
Yeah, so
this seems so off
by the
rip.
time this airs, you would have already have known this if you're a WWE fan. But they are doing a Hell in a Cell match Monday night, being tomorrow. So this past Monday for you guys watching. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see what that ensues, or how that ensues whenever we get to it. But that's planned out for their storyline, and like you said, I don't know how they're going to continue on.
Only thing I can think is they add either Drew McIntyre or Roman Reigns, probably Roman Reigns.
And Roman Reigns, yeah, but Drew seems like the best fit.
It's crazy that I can sexually frustrate you with a single
just
name.
love
The moment Roman Reigns came out, I was like,
He's beautiful.
The moment I said it,
Man, Randy Orton used to do that. Man,
He still does it.
I still can't get that clip out of my head where he pops up in the back and he just looks like a lion.
Man.
Beautiful man.
Fucking no. We were talking about Bald Randy last night and how much of a menace he was back in the day. Like peak Randy, like
vintage,
like
2010
peak
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton was whenever he was like his most like tan. He was probably the best physical shape. He wasn't like big, but he wasn't as big as he is now because he's big.
He's
now.
big and bulky now. He's a big ass dude.
But like this was like the step right before this. So like for Dragon Ball fans, you'll kind of understand this reference. You'll get this reference because you've seen the Namek arc, so you'll understand this reference.
Of him real quick.
But it's like when Frieza goes final form, but then Frieza goes final form 100%, and he goes like buff, like it's that like. He was 100% perfect, like final form Randy. Whenever he was bald Randy,
he had hair
back in like so he used to have
back
hair.
in the day, yeah.
He used to have hair, but then when he went heel and he was giving when he was giving people the boot, when he was giving motherfuckers the boot. Oh yeah, that was the first. That was Evolution Randy. That was when Randy was running around with Ric Flair, Triple H, and Batista.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's just so funny seeing
that was
him
when he
with
worked.
hair.
That's
it, like,
when he
throws me off.
Look up 2012 Randy Orton. 2012.
2012.
I want to say that was the time. 2012, 2010, 2010, 2012. That time frame, that range.
I think it was around 10. Yeah.
Wow.
Let me see.
Yeah, he was definitely not as bulky as he is now.
So he had hair still
But
a little bit.
So, but yeah. So, nah, I don't know. If
it's
that
crazy
was
what a little bit of beard can do for turning a heel character.
Yeah. See,
Because Roman, once he got a full beard instead of that bullshit goatee thing, oh
it's because
damn,
he's got a weak chin. Roman's got such a weak chin for such a big guy. Yeah, got such a weak chin. Yeah. So like Randy Orton in the period with like people who watch Elimination Chamber, you got a small glimpse of it, and then they took it away from you. Of that man punting people and taking their careers away, like literally just kicking their careers right out of the stadium. He's literally used to just punt their fucking careers right out of the fucking atmosphere. And that Randy was peak Randy. Bald Randy, that Randy, there's no better Randy Orton. Like I like this Randy Orton a lot because he's just a guy now. He's
fucking hilarious.
He's not the legend killer. Yeah, he's not the legend killer. He's not the asshole. He's not the cocky kid. Like, he's just a guy. He's just a guy who kicks ass. That's the best finisher in
It's like
WWE.
when Carmelo Hayes was doing a promo
I watched
backstage this Friday, and he was talking about how John Cena, if he was in John Cena's position, he would have done the same thing. He's like, or he could be like Randy Orton, be gone for a year and a half, and just play a bunch of Fortnite. And then Randy came out, and he's like, Fortnite's for kids. I was playing Elden Ring.
They play Elden Ring.
Jesus.
It's like I fucking love Randy. He's and
he's gonna fight Carmelo Hayes.
And his wife's on TikTok, and she keeps commenting on videos of people that talk about Randy all the time. It's fucking hilarious. This one girl that only shows like this much of her face. She'd just be like looking over her phone, just talking about how she misses Randy because he's been gone for 4 months. She's like, I want them thighs back. And then his wife commented in the video, and it's just like, I want his thighs back on the TV too.
I also want Randy Orton's thighs back on TV.
Because god damn,
Yeah.
motherfucker's about this big around.
Randy is a physical specimen. If there is anybody that I wish I was built like, it would be Randy.
I mean, shit,
Orton.
when he came out, whenever we were watching the last one, I was like, God, his legs are the biggest fucking thing ever.
Like, and Randy has always been that way too. Like, there's like a lot of people have always said when it comes down to like my top 5 wrestlers of all time, Randy Orton's easily in that fucking top 5.
Easily, yeah.
But
I don't know enough to have a top 5.
You'll get there eventually.
I wish there was a way to fast track every bit of what was good from the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era. I wish there was a way to just kind of like give you all of that in one go without it taking like literally almost 3 years of fucking
Too much
watching.
for my brain.
It is so much
The
to catch up
storylines
on.
are so thick,
But they're so
deep.
good. They're so good. It's just tough because they plan them out for so long. You'd have to watch so many Raws
My
and so many
brain would turn to
SmackDowns and
mush.
so many pay-per-views. Like there's no way you'd be able to. On top of that, with ECW being thrown in the mix back in like 2007, 2008, it makes it even harder. But nonetheless, I digress.
You could dive a little bit if you want to. I think it's Peacock has like old feuds, like from start to finish sections. Like they've got John Cena and Randy Orton's feud from start to finish in different like segments, different videos, and all this other stuff. So you could technically go back and watch pieces of it. It'd be faster to go to YouTube and just highlight Randy Orton, or Randy Orton, John Cena.
There's probably people
clips.
that have literally like broken down the storylines and everything, like because like there's people that make retrospectives on video games that are like 30 years old, and they literally make an hour and a half long video breaking down a story of a game that is nothing but press A to read this text.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guarantee you there's somebody that probably does that for WWE storylines too.
I'm sure.
So you could probably like at the end of the night whenever you're done streaming be like, all right, before bed, there is not a damn thing on any streaming services that I want to watch, and I've already rewatched Shrek for the 5th time this week. Why not watch one of these videos?
That's what I put on for the dogs when I left the house.
Gotta make sure they know.
Right now, they're right now the dogs are laying on the bed and they're just chilling, and in the background it's just I believe.
Bro killed that.
Oh my god, that movie is so good. That movie is so good.
Shit.
Oh man, that's so funny. This is coming full circle because that's what happened when I joined in your guys' one of your streams. Somebody was talking. Yeah, you were playing Raft, and somebody was talking about Shrek, which we also ended up finding out that your mic was muted. So you were just saying Shrek quotes very, very, very quietly from somebody's microphone. I don't know who was picking
I'll
it
have
up.
to go through. I think we recorded that night. I'll have to go through and clip those. It's funny.
It's like you have Donkey in a bottle on your pocket, and you just hear him talking from the bottle.
Because somebody's headset was so loud, it was picking up in their microphone, but it wasn't picking up through mine because my PlayStation had my shit auto muted.
You didn't have your audio on. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because I was dying, but they're like, we can't hear anybody else. I'm like, I hear everything right now.
Apparently, you can't do. Was it game?
Game
you
chat.
can't do game
Yeah,
chat
I
on
don't know
Twitch for some
why.
reason.
No, it wasn't game chat on Twitch. It was the game chat on the actual Raft.
Oh, Raft, you couldn't
That's
do
what it
that.
Like
was.
you
We
could
had
hear
to
Aaron
go-
just fine, but
And I could hear
couldn't
you, but they couldn't hear either
Yeah.
one of you. Yeah, so it was kind of like whenever you do Discord on PlayStation where you only hear me and nobody else.
Yeah, because apparently you can't just turn on a little thing that says allow my voice to be used on Discord.
Which is so stupid.
They really need to do that because that way for people who do cross-platform play for streaming.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. If you do Discord with PlayStation, it's got what... I guess Discord doesn't work very well with PlayStation, so yeah, you can only hear the one
Discord's
person
new.
and not the only.
Discord's
Yeah.
new on PlayStation,
for
so
PlayStation.
they haven't got it all figured the fuck out.
I wish there was just like an allow audio, like share audio, just like PlayStation. Like if they
Yeah.
could just make
Yeah.
a simple setting where you just like, yeah, go ahead. Because if you're in a PlayStation party and you like start a game and then you start recording, it's like, do you want to allow this? You're at a party and you just say yeah, and it works. But
Over time, it'll happen. At some point, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Because it makes it a pain in the ass. Because if we want to both stream at the same time, my PlayStation or my PC set up to stream through Discord, not through PlayStation. I can't feed my PlayStation audio through my PC.
right.
I ain't figured all that
Well,
out
now
yet.
if we do the Raft and I do it on the PC, we
Yeah.
should be fine to do it now. So.
Well,
But I don't know what other WWE stuff there
We
was. I
had
didn't. I missed.
oh,
I didn't
SmackDown.
watch
we had
it.
SmackDown. Few notable things there.
I think Randy started it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy opened it. I think he did that little fake piece with Carmelo later on, but he started it with.
I missed the opening of SmackDown, so I didn't see.
I just watched clips. I watched his entire promo, but he started it with saying that John Cena used to be at the highest level, the top of his game and everything like that, and now he's just the bottom for
I
The
saw
Rock.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, that puts a different meaning to rock bottom.
Yeah.
But he talked shit, and he had a good promo, and at the end of it, he was just like, at the end of the day, Kevin Owens, I want you to know, I want the audience to know, I want the WWE universe to know that Pat McAfee will be the second best punter in the WWE. And I was like, damn,
Kevin Owens.
that's crazy.
Kevin
That's
Owens
tough.
needs to get his ass whooped.
Kevin Owens is
Oh,
going.
Randy's gonna deliver
Oh,
that.
He's gonna
I
need
guarantee
to get his
That's gonna
ass
be the
whooped.
match at
He
WrestleMania.
needs
It's
Punch
gonna
at
be-
WrestleMania.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna punt the shit.
We're gonna
needs
get a
to
punt
put
at
in his
WrestleMania.
fucking
We're
place.
gonna get a punt at WrestleMania, and then you're not gonna see Kevin Owens for at least a month or two. I can
Easily.
guarantee
If
you.
not
You're
more.
gonna.
He needs
You're,
put in his place. He's such a dick.
that punt has literally ended careers. We
Yeah.
will not see Kevin Owens for a month or two. If he delivers a punt and it is not botched, and it is a clean punt, he's fucking out. He's out for a month or two.
I don't know. It might be like 6 months, and maybe he wants a vacation. He has been putting some serious overtime these past like 6
Because he's
months.
a dick.
Well, the character, yes. I'm sure Kevin Owens is a nice
Owens
guy.
is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is a sweetheart.
But I guarantee you, because he's been at every single pay-per-view fighting somebody for the past like 6
I
pay-per-views.
will say, I love the memes that have all started to spawn because of John Cena turning heel. Because like,
The handkerchief that normally says
Dude.
"never give up" or
kids.
something that
No.
says "fuck them kids."
No, not even that. The one that I keep
That's the one that
seeing,
keeps getting me.
the
Yeah.
one that I keep seeing is people like, one was an old clip of WWE, Brock Lesnar. It was like old WWE, like early like 90s, 2000s WWE, and Brock Lesnar had a dude and another wrestler that was like beat up and in a wheelchair and like a cast and shit or whatever, like really big
Oh, that's when
dummy
he
cast
threw
or
him
whatever.
down the
And he
fucking
like had him in a wheelchair and he threw him down a bunch of stairs. Somebody changed the caption to say "New heel John Cena with the Make-A-Wish kid."
I see
They
that
did
one.
that with Vince
Yeah.
McMahon too, because Vince McMahon also had somebody in a wheelchair and just threw him out his fucking office
Yeah.
door.
So fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Like
dude.
all these John Cena turning heel and just being mean to all these Make-A-Wish kids is like what it's one of the funniest fucking meme formats.
I guarantee
like,
it was the last thing John expected to see.
Oh, dude, no.
shit.
This
He's
is
I'll turn, he'll turn,
exactly-
they'll talk a bunch of shit, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
But no, everybody's saying that you hate kids now.
Oh, dude, this is
Have fun with your heel turn, bitch.
Dude, no,
Fuck them kids.
they love it so much. Like John, I know this is exactly what John wanted. This is exactly what John wanted because like.
You think he's gonna turn babyface before the end of the year?
And
he's gonna end on
he'll raise Cody's hand before he leaves. Cody, if he wins this belt at WrestleMania, he'll come back for a little bit. Probably go back to one more pay-per-view, lose it to somebody.
You know, it'd be fun if he wins that title from Cody. If he goes opposite with Randy, where Randy's the babyface and John's
See,
the
that's
heel.
I also
That would
had
be
that.
fun.
I had that. Yeah, I had that mindset too. Yep, I thought
That
about
would be fucking cool because their entire feud, it was all John babyface, you know, Randy heel the whole time.
Randy
was
always the
punting
bad
his
guy.
dad and shit. Like he pulled John Cena's dad out from the sidelines, put him in the ring, and then fucking like handcuffed him to the rope or something like that, and then punted his ass.
Oh,
Shit.
it wasn't even that. He like pulled his fucking dad out of the fucking crowd.
That's what I'm talking about.
He pulled him out of the crowd. Literally, his dad's like fucking like 60 or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude.
He's
His
got some
dad's like
age on him.
60 years old.
John's not exactly young, so
Yeah, John at this point is probably like 20
20s,
something.
30s.
Yeah. And like he pulls his dad out of the pulls John Cena's dad out of the crowd. This man falls to the floor like hands and knees. And I'm telling you, this one was probably the most cleanest one. Because
Oh.
he shout out to John Cena's dad. Because John Cena
He played
hell
that
of a
off so
wrestler.
good.
He got it from somewhere because his dad fucking ate that shit like a man and sold that shit like a fucking savant. Like literally, I thought as a kid, when I saw that for the first time as a kid, I thought that man was dead. You literally could have not
because his head kicked this way, and then he just
the way his
Yeah.
head kicked and
Flat.
the way he went limp and the way his body was laying, there was no in the way he was just lifeless. He did not move. He did not react. He just gone out.
and the way that he like his self like turned away from the camera and like hunched, you couldn't see him breathing either. So it was like.
He literally just
He looked like he was
done.
dead.
It looked like he was done.
But Randy also did that to he did it to Vince McMahon, Stephanie,
Yep.
I think Triple H, John Cena. He did everybody, and that's why he's called the Legend Killer. He was doing this
Yeah.
to legendary people.
Yeah.
It was. I love vintage Randy. It's so fucking good.
He is legendary.
And and Randy said that the voices were talking to him again, and he liked it. And I was like, oh. Vintage Randy.
I love it. Then we had the.
Bianca and Naomi.
I was just about to say
I
the
saw
big breakup.
that.
The big breakup.
and it was just like, I did it. And then they started crying. It was just like,
It was-
why?
I saw that
It was
clip.
big soap
It was-
opera clip.
But
They did a really.
a
good
lot of people said that this was probably the best female promo
They did. Yeah,
in a long
they
time.
did a
Yeah.
really good.
It was
job.
really good. And then afterwards, when Bianca walked out, she was standing at the very front, and she was like faced out towards Naomi. Fucking Jade came out, looked at her, and it just
And that
walked
little
in and
white
beat Naomi's
with blood
ass.
splatters on it. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw.
So good.
She came out and she's like,
Yeah.
"Go the fuck in."
Yeah. We had a
She had
little
her
bit of a
neck
promo
brace
from
thrown on the
Cody.
side.
No,
Cody, right?
Cody wasn't there.
Cody did. I thought he did like a little fucking. Yeah, Cody was there. Cody was there Friday night.
I didn't see no clips from it.
I'm
I
pretty
watched all the
positive
highlights.
he was there.
He was talking about the beating. He talked about literally everything. He came out with a black eye.
I didn't see that. How did that clip avoid my feed?
I watched.
Which, let it be known, Travis Scott
I watched
actually
the
hurt
whole
Cody
thing.
Rhodes' face.
Yeah. I didn't actually watch the live episode. I just watched. I was on the road, so I couldn't.
Man, you could put it. You didn't have to watch. You could just put it back in the background for audio and listen to the promos.
I can't touch my phone.
I
There's
was gonna say,
camera.
I'm
There's
trying to
there's
see.
forward-facing cameras in my truck. If I touch my phone, it flags and I get an email. Oh shit! I'll have to watch that later.
Yeah, he came out and he talked about the whole entire situation. Talked about how he had to explain to his daughter that his black eye was just an accident. How he ran into a wall, and all this shit. It was a good promo. It was a good promo. I'm really just looking forward to WrestleMania at this point. Like, all of this is cool.
Yeah.
All of this is cool. But until we get to WrestleMania and this shit all happens, like...
I'm going to be so sad if
really
Rhea
don't.
Ripley doesn't go.
Oh, Rhea's going back.
There's still 6 weeks. She could win that title back
and they
again.
They did an interview with her after she lost and everything, and she was in the back, and the lady was asking her, she's like, I don't mean to like be asking you this right now because like I know you're like really emotional, and she's like, do you feel lonely? And Rhea's like, yeah, I feel extremely lonely. She doesn't have Damian Priest with her anymore. She doesn't have the people previous. She didn't have that. She doesn't have she's upset because she was like, I was friends with Bianca and what the hell's her name? I can't ever remember her name. The girl
Naomi, Jade.
No, the girl that's got the belt now.
Naomi.
Oh no, Io.
And how she, thought she was friends with Io, and she's like, I ruin everything. I'm so alone. I'm so by myself. I don't have anybody. And she's like, and I just don't know what to do. Like, I thought I had friends. I thought I had people, and I don't have anybody. And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
I'll be here somebody.
And I'll be there for you.
I'll be in the ring with you.
It's just sad. It's because she just really doesn't have anybody anymore. You know?
Yeah,
Because Damian Priest was her last thing, and now that they're not, on the same thing anymore,
No,
it's
they're
just
not.
literally
Yeah.
just her, and she has no one.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough.
I hope they're not pushing her for a tag team because I don't want Jaden. I don't want her in a tag team.
Because she was talking about how she's like, I've always wanted it to
You
be
don't want
Bianca.
her to go hang out with Alexa Bliss?
As fire as that would be,
You don't want her to go.
They're
you
on
don't-
different shows though.
That doesn't mean that
Yeah.
they get swapped over.
I don't want Rhea to go to SmackDown. I don't watch SmackDown. I don't have the ability to watch SmackDown
fucking
legally.
Alexa can come over.
Alexa on Raw would be cool, but I think Alexa on SmackDown was intentional for the White Six.
Yeah, she was
And
just
yet
talking
they
about
still
how
haven't done shit with that.
They haven't yet.
No,
They
not
haven't
yet.
done a fucking
They've
thing
got
with
a
it.
lot of
They're
time
just
to
trying to
do
get her
it,
face
though.
on screen a little
Yeah.
bit more before
They
they
got a
probably
lot
do
of time to
anything.
do it, but it's like, dude, they don't even fucking do damn near anything with them, unless it's them pressing.
I
fucking
don't know
American
anymore.
Muscle.
They might now, though.
American Muscle.
Whatever the fuck.
American Made is Raw.
American, whatever that's who they were pressing. They were pressing
At the beginning, yeah. With
so,
Chad
like,
Gable.
That's what I'm saying. Like when they're not pressing motherfuckers like that, like
I think
they
they're
don't.
going on the Miz or some shit now. I don't. fucking
Maybe
know.
I don't
It's
even
been
know.
a while
Well,
since I've been
Miz
able to
is
pay attention.
with Miz is with Carmelo Hayes now, because that was the
What?
promo.
I didn't see the Miz there.
Oh my god! Like literally, he just literally talked about the promo with Randy Orton that literally features the Miz, Carmelo Hayes, and Randy Orton.
Well, for that, because all it showed was that like 6-7 second clip.
The moment that he said, "Oh, Randy was out playing Fortnite," it's literally a fucking shot. It's literally a shot of Carmelo Hayes standing next to the Miz saying that Randy plays Fortnite, and then the
thought he
camera
was standing next
pans,
to
and then the
Jackie.
camera pans, and then Randy's right fucking there. Literally, when I tell you,
I did not see the Miz.
When I tell you, Scott's like awareness to shit is fucked. So like, if we ever do a meet and greet in the future, and we have like a moment where you meet us at one event and then like you meet us at another event, don't ever expect this motherfucker to remember. Don't
Absolutely
ever.
not.
Do
Absolutely not.
Like me and her, maybe. You might even get
I
Run
got
DMC to remember at least one of you fuckers.
I
He
got
won't.
you.
He can't. He can't. If he didn't have his dogs every single fucking day of the week, he probably wouldn't remember his dog's name.
Dory.
I'm gonna give you a heads up now. Before the potential meet and greet someday.
Told you.
That if there's a bunch of you talking to me, and I'm talking to one of you, I can't hear not a fucking word the other guys are saying.
He ain't gonna remember none of this
So
shit.
don't feel bad if you're trying to talk to me and I can't hear a word you're saying. I'm talking to this male, woman, whatever in front
He's
of me.
making his case right now.
I'm talking to
because
the person
Lord
in front of
knows
me.
it's gonna happen. He knows
They've
it's
got
gonna
my
happen.
full undivided attention because my brain don't hear shit else that's going on around me.
I remember faces, not names, so I'll remember your face.
Oh, well, I'll 110%.
I might remember your face, but I ain't gonna remember your name. I'm sorry.
If you have a sick ass name, you have a better chance of giving me your gamer tag. I'm gonna be so real. You give me your gamer tag, I will
dead
probably
ass.
remember that more than I'll remember Jeremy. I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
Jesus
Unless your
Christ.
name is like something like Oswald or some like obscure ass shit where I'm gonna be like, man,
Oswald.
I had a dude named Oswald. That man hit a backflip right before he left after
Yeah,
getting the
if there's
signing.
17 Sarahs or some shit,
Right.
I can't help
Yeah,
you, my dude.
no, I'm sorry. Sarah with the H and the short hair, not the short hair to her shoulders, but the short hair, the pixie cut, not the full pixie cut, but the hat. Like, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. But in other news, because that's pretty much all there is for WWE, there really ain't much else.
Yeah, not right now.
In other news, we have video game stuff. Monster Hunter's doing great. I beat it. I completed it. We've just been fucking going through and killing. I mean, so I'll start off by saying that I've beat it. I have completed it. But there is somebody in the world, and when I say there's somebody in the world, there's a person in Japan. There's a Japanese person in Japan. Who has beat Monster Hunter to the extent, mind you, this game has not been out a full week yet. Has already gotten to level 999. Has it been a week? Has it been a full week?
Yeah, I played it last Sunday, so it
Oh,
came
full
out
week.
before that.
So full week hasn't been out. Has been out. Well, actually, I think at the time of him posting that, hadn't been a full week yet.
Oh, for him, maybe not.
No, hadn't been a full week yet. The fucker did it within a weekend. I'm pretty within the weekend, if not like finished on like Monday or Tuesday or something.
Yeah, because it came out February 28th.
So yeah, so we were over a week, but nonetheless, this motherfucker in no time flat got to level 999, which is max level.
I think I'm at like level 4.
You're nowhere. You're like.
I think
so
I'm like
to put it
level
in perspective. To put it in perspective, I've beaten the game. My hunter rank is 80. 80. I think I just hit 80. I just hit 80. Somewhere around that range. You're nowhere near that because you haven't touched the game. You won't get to that point until probably like a month from now because you won't have the time to play that game.
Yeah.
But hell, you probably won't be able to.
Unless I can get my PlayStation to work in the truck, we'll see. I might try it. Take those minutes to figure it out.
But I'll let y'all know. I've played Monster Hunter World, I played Monster Hunter Rise, and I've now played Monster Hunter Wild. I have never gotten any of my hunters past like hunter rank. I think like 250. I think was the most that I did on World. Just because World had so much going on and I played it for so long between the main game and then the DLC that would come out. I just didn't play Rise as much because Rise was on Switch, and I beat Rise on Switch. By the time they ported it over to PlayStation 5, I already beat it on Switch. I didn't want to beat it again just to play it with my friends on the PlayStation 5. And then on top of that, I would still have to go on to buy the DLC for that. I wasn't doing that. So I was like, fuck it. But that's hard to get to hunter rank 999. Like, that's like if somebody for like modernization for like the kids of today's age, people who play Call of Duty, if Call of Duty drops, say like today, being Sunday, and then somebody on Thursday, like Thursday night, posts that they are max prestige level 1000 already, and have verification for all of it.
I've
Like
played
have
COD
verification
so
for
many
all of it.
times, and I've only prestiged 3 times
Right.
in one battle pass. 4. That's
like,
it.
but like in like a 4-day span.
Yeah, that's whack. That
game
takes me like
release,
months.
Yeah.
I think
This dude did this specific task and did it and then had the tweet and had the audacity to like casually tweet, yeah, Monster Hunter's good, with like the picture of him sitting like in his armor on like a monster's like carcass or whatever, blah 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 blah, with like his hunter rank 99 like in the top right corner with like all his stats on this.
Jesus.
I was just like, oh man, save some pussy for the rest of us, guy. So, but yeah, Monster Hunter's been good. You've been playing a little bit of it. How have you been enjoying your little bit of Monster Hunter that you've been able to play?
I have noticed it's a little hard for me with my attention span to both play it and stream it at the same time, because you obviously want to pay attention to chat so that you can be active with the chat, talk to them, and but basically it's just you right now, but you're trying to give me instructions while I'm playing the game and there's a story going on, and then I miss some of the story and I get really lost and try to figure out what the fuck I did or what's happening, and I'm just trying to collect myself. So I started watching Co play it, that way I can see what story I missed, and I definitely missed some.
Yes.
But I have been enjoying it. I chose the dual blades. I'm having a fucking great time with that. I finally figured out how to upgrade my armor, so I'm not dying as much now. So that's cool. I play a little bit offline, off of stream.
And you're not used to playing games like that either.
No,
so
this is something.
It's harder for you than it is for us.
I would definitely recommend playing it with a controller over a keyboard, because Co started with playing on keyboard, and the controls to try to do like special moves and shit like that look like a pain in the ass.
Combos
makes it look like your dexterity with your fingers got to be crazy to be able to actually succeed in some of this.
It depends on your binding. I mean, you could always remap.
Well, she's never played a game on PC before.
Well, yeah, no.
So
but
if you get it for PC, plug your controller.
Oh yeah, no. I was gonna tell you to use a controller anyway for any game that you play on PC. You don't have to use your fucking mouse and keyboard for any of that.
Some games
shit.
you will eventually realize that mouse and keyboard is better. Like Raft, I prefer mouse and keyboard any day. Simple as shit. Minecraft.
See, I know all the buttons on the PlayStation controller for that right now.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I played console for my entire life before I got PC. Once you get used to it, you start to enjoy it a bit more.
Yeah, I told you I played it the one time and I was like, oh god, I don't like this.
When we were playing Raft the other day, and I was trying to navigate like the menus and screens and shit like that, literally just trying to walk around. I'm not used to it with controller. Yeah. And on Raft on the PlayStation, when you're trying to navigate through the menu, you can use the D-pad and just kind of like tap through it or whatever. Yeah. But if you use the analog stick, it just moves around like a fucking cursor, like a mouse cursor. Yeah. And it's so slow.
That's what I use.
So I just use, mouse is just reach click. Oh. You right click to have it sort directly into the chest. It's fucking fast. And I tried to play with the controller, and I'm just like, God, this is slow. Trying to get it all to work. I was
change
like, damn.
your sensitivity, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, just change your sensitivity.
Well, you can't just change the sensitivity.
Settings.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You can change your sensitivity on your way you look, but I don't think you can change the sensitivity on just the analog for scrolling through menus.
Yes, you can. You can change your cursor speed.
I'm pretty positive you can.
You can change your cursor speed.
So I changed my sensitivity for my looking because of goddamn that was fucking.
Yeah,
it was fast. It was fucking. It was just fucking flying me all over the place.
Yeah, anytime I move it, I'd be like,
slow when I loaded in.
But with the mouse, I'm used to it, but it's hard to control a fast sensitivity with analog sticks, for me at least. But with a mouse, I know that if I do this, I'm going to move as fast as my hand moved.
I played this next game that I'm going to talk about in that house with my analog stick movement. So I mean, I'm not really too.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Fast. Fast, I think I might have to turn mine down because like I notice whenever I'll go like turn on the power or whatever, I have to like barely touch it, and I'm like, oh god.
Hopefully, you see Kiana kill some monsters here soon. Hopefully. I'm really hoping that she kills something that isn't a ghost here soon. I hope that she turns a bunch of monsters into ghosts at some point in the future, in the very near future.
I will.
You kind of have to. He did send you half the money for the video game.
He did. I told him, I said, it's still in my savings right now. I just haven't bought it yet.
Because I know you'll have fun with it. I told
Brittany she liked it. She doesn't like spiders, but it has the option to turn the arachnophobia setting on so that there's not spiders.
Honestly, though, it might she turns it off. It might incentivize her to kill it a lot faster, which I mean is good for that game.
Now, Brittany has it to the extent that if it comes on screen, she will turn the game off and walk away. She won't try to kill it. She will turn the game off and walk away. That's why she never played Hogwarts. She never played Hogwarts Legacy because one of the biggest enemies in the forest area is spiders.
That's why I said Black Ops with the zombies. You have an option to turn off spiders because one of the
yeah,
things
they-
instead of
it's not
zombies
bouncing balls.
is
Yeah.
spiders.
Turn
Yeah.
little bouncing balls.
And
Which
they're
is cool
fucking
that they added
terrifying.
that setting in for people that have that problem.
Yeah.
But you can't do that on Hogwarts because it's
Yeah.
fucking.
It's like one of the main
Yeah.
enemies. They're not going to swap it out for something else because it's too much work.
But speaking of bouncing balls, MLB The Show comes out
Excuse me.
the end of this week, which means that we are
Those aren't bouncing.
getting one step closer to the baseball season officially starting. We are currently in the midst of spring training, so if you like baseball a lot, then some of you are probably watching spring training, but if you're a casual baseball fan, you probably don't give a shit about spring training because, I mean, it really doesn't mean a whole lot unless you really care about your rookies.
Yep, didn't even know it started.
Yeah, it's been going.
I don't watch baseball.
It's been going. I'm a huge baseball fan, so I will be bringing up baseball when some cool, significant stuff happens. But these guys probably will be none the wiser, so it'll be news to them and you. Yay! News
Yep.
for everybody, which is cool. Because I like when cool shit happens in baseball, and I'm hoping that this year there's a lot of fun stuff that happens. There was a lot of fun trades in the off season, so a lot of players are looking at a lot of new gear this year. So I'm looking to see how a lot of these teams match up against each other and see who falls where in the playoffs by the end of the year. But we've got a long time until then because, like I said, we're still in spring training. So we'll worry about the playoffs when it gets here. But as it stands, at the end of the month is when the baseball season starts. But for now, to get us going into it, MLB The Show comes out the end of this week for early access players. I believe it is on the 18th is when the game officially releases. But this is a big year for MLB The Show because this is like a lot of mechanics are changing the game up and making it fun and rejuvenating it again. And so we're all hoping that this is going to make the game play like it did like 4 years ago. Because there was like a huge resurgence of people playing baseball on MLB The Show. Like back when MLB The Show 20 and 21 came out, I believe it was. People were playing the piss out of those games.
I have a question.
What's up?
Is this a game?
Yes, MLB The Show.
You-
Baseball.
I thought it was a show.
I thought it was
bro.
a
MLB
show.
The Show. Baseball. MLB The Show.
Yeah, I just thought it was like an MLB
No.
TV show.
No.
Me?
That's,
The
when you the further you got into it, I was like, this doesn't sound like a
I
TV
was
show
the same
anymore.
way. I'm like, we're talking about a fucking game right now.
The video
I-
game. Yes, the video game.
Okay.
MLB The Show, the video game.
Question.
Yes, the video game. Yes, indeed.
Got
I need the clarification.
Yes.
Keep going. I just
Understanding. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, okay, we're going from a TV show to a video game now. Got it. All right. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
No.
then he said the MLB the show again. I was like, no, he still sounds like he's talking about a TV show.
No, that's the name of the game.
Got-
MLB
gotcha,
The Show.
gotcha,
It's been the
gotcha.
name of the game for.
I just needed clarification. You're good.
Understandable. Got it now.
But yeah,
Fuck.
that drops. They're changing the game up a lot, making it run. They're bringing back old mechanics and revitalizing them, while also bringing a lot of new mechanics to kind of make the game feel a little bit more realistic, keep you more interactive with the game. Because, I mean, it's baseball. There's only so much you can be interactive with, but they're doing new things like when you're running the bases, you have different combinations you can do on like your analog stick to determine how you're going to like slide at the bag. So like instead of just sliding with your hands, if you need to slide off to the side to avoid a tag, you can like pull down on the analog stick and do like a half circle motion. It'll make your guy like slide but like swing his body off to the side of the bag to avoid the tag. There's like a lot of cool interactive stuff that they're doing, and they've been kind of slowly implementing them in the last couple games and making them more fun and more interactive, to where I've been able to get homies that I brought up on here before, Sheik and Jalen, into MLB The Show, which they haven't played an MLB game since the 2K MLB games back on PlayStation 2. So like, well, PlayStation 2, early PlayStation 3. And so it's like to get these guys into the MLB games on games that aren't even that good in the community standards for people that have played the game for years. These games have not been that good, and these guys are getting into it. If this game is good and it is fun and these guys get into it, that means that they're finally starting to get back on a good track of making the games in the right way to bring people in and introduce people into a baseball game and bring in new fans who want to enjoy a new sports game that isn't Madden, that isn't 2K, or play something that isn't fucking Warzone, Call of Duty, or Apex, or Fortnite. You know, have something new to try. And if this is it, then awesome. Because I love MLB and I love seeing this game thrive. And I would love for a lot more people that are interested in the sport to get into the game. And if this is the game to do it, then fuck yeah. But that's all I really got on that one. There's one more game I'm going to bring up, and I don't know if I mean, you guys might have some more stuff to talk about. I don't know if I don't really have a whole lot.
I was gonna say I don't think the only thing was
I mean, I got
But we'll kind of blabble
Yeah.
on. But a childhood classic, a fucking banger, a
think
fucking
I know.
a whooping whopper, a mega monster, a wing ding dang good time of a game got announced not that long
I
ago.
know what game he's talking about, but goddamn.
Oh, dude, because it's cool that we're getting it, and it's gonna fill a slot. It's gonna fill a nice little slot until this next game comes out. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4, the remaster, fucking finally announced. I knew it was gonna happen. After the first one came out, I knew it was going to happen because I was like, no way this one's going to do this good and they're not going to do the next one because 3 and 4 were undoubtedly really fucking good too. Like, they were so fucking revolutionary. People loved those games. It took them a long time, but here we are. They finally announced it. I don't remember the date if you want to.
What is it? What game is it?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. They just announced it. I keep
I know
saying
we talked about saying that we wanted them to do something new and not a remaster.
But I mean, like, I'm excited. Am I disappointed? Yes. Am I still excited? Yes. Because it's Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I'm not going to be mad because I love the Tony Hawk games. I love them. But do I wish it was Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2 remastered? Absolutely.
I did see a bunch of comments in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater like Facebook page or whatever. There was a bunch of comments saying that people are happy about it, but they wanted Underground remastered,
Yes,
or American Wasteland remastered.
Yes,
American Wasteland was definitely my
July
favorite.
11th.
July 11th. So yeah, it's not even that far away.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even that fucking.
It's
far
not like
away
they
at all.
announced a release and it was just like, oh, by the way, January 26th.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, no, we're not gonna be seeing you holidays 2025. No, it'll be here middle of the summer, prime skateboarding time. So whenever you get done busting your knee up outside because you can't hit a fucking kickflip properly, you can go inside and hit a Mick twist on Pro Skater 3 and 4. One thing I did see, though, is I think Pro Skater 4 was the one that switches from being just a challenge-based game to having somewhat of an open-world concept to it a little bit more. And I think they said they're changing that out. And people are not happy about that. So Pro Skater 4, I'm pretty sure, was kind of more open-worldly like Underground and the other games were or would go on to be. But from what I read, and this I think was coming from Game Rant, they said that they are removing the open-worldly aspect and changing it to a 2-minute challenge aspect. So it is going to be 2 minutes in that world where you have challenges that you are meant to complete, much like the older games have been set up to do. Where it's collect skate, get these points, get these tapes, whatever the fuck. So they're dumbing down the gameplay a little bit
Interesting.
for one of the games, because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 already has that play style. It already does that concept. Pro Skater 4 was the breakout one, but it seems like they're taking that away from it. So we'll see how that goes. Still looking forward to it. It is definitely a placeholder for Skate. That is all that matters here. Is that this game's coming out. It is going to fill the slot for skateboarders who are really looking forward to Skate coming out. People will have this. The other one, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, is free on PlayStation Plus. It might be free on Game Pass, too. I don't know about Xbox users. You can probably let me know in the comments. But you'll have that. You'll have 3+4. And then once you're done beating both of those to shit and have nothing else to do and you guys are done and bored, Skate should be right around the corner. And hopefully. They've been playtesting the piss out of it. We're getting to alpha state here soon where people are going to, I believe, be able to play it a lot more outside of just a playtest, like selected group. So hopefully we'll get more information about that here soon because as a big Skate fan, I'm not even a skateboarder, but as a big Skate fan, I am really, really looking forward to that game, and I really, really, really need that shit to hurry up and come the fuck out. I don't want them to rush it, but I want it to be done. I just want it to be done. And once we get that, I'll be happy. Because then I won't have anything else to go crazy over. Like, unless they announce, like I keep telling the guys in the group chat, I'm like, we have this ongoing joke, or at least I do, and I find it fucking hilarious. Because the more I keep talking about shit, I feel like the more I will shit into existence, you know? Like, the more I bring it up, you know, the more you just kind of put that energy out in the earth, you're just like, you know, the more I keep doing it, maybe something will happen, you know? And over the last, the last 2 to 3 years, we've had a lot of video games just coming out left and right, and a lot of remasters for a lot of old games, a lot of really good ones. And announcements for installments to games that haven't had installments for years and shit like that. Hell, we're getting a new Virtual Fighter. We haven't had Virtual Fighter since like 2013. They just remastered it and brought it back like 3 years ago to try it out and see if people even gave a shit about it anymore. And it did numbers, so they were like, oh, fuck, let's actually do something. Like, oh, fuck, let's actually work. And they made a new game, and it's coming out here soon, and everybody's fucking excited. And so I have this ongoing joke where there's a fighting game that I really want to come back, but none of my fighting game people think that it's ever going to happen. And it's a game called Bloody Roar.
Yeah, you've been talking about that for 30 episodes now.
I love Bloody Roar. It's so good. I love Bloody Roar.
So we talked about it in, I think, a top 5 or top 10 episode.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Way back in the day.
It's probably like a PlayStation. It's probably like the PlayStation top 5 or some shit like that for me. But Bloody Roar is like I keep watching I've been watching a lot of fighting game tournaments because we're actually in like prime season for fighting game tournaments right now, which actually I could bring it up. We did just have a dude, I cannot remember his name, but I know he's from Japan. A Japanese Street Fighter player just won $1 million in a Capcom fighting tournament. 2 nights ago.
Gamers make money if they're that good at it.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest fighting tournaments of the year, and it's only for Street Fighter. And literally, it's like the number one prize is $1 million, second place prize is $100,000.
Fuck.
Yeah, but shout out to both the first and second place fighters in that tournament. I watched that whole entire last set, and those guys fought. Actually, I watched I think it was the last 5 matches because the guy who was playing Ryu in that match had to play through the losers bracket to make it all the way to the grand final. And because when you lose in a fighting game tournament standards, when the way that works is like they have a bracket where you start out, if you lose, you get moved to a different bracket where all the losers meet. Then you play against other people that have lost, and you basically make your way up the bracket as the bracket ascends until you get to the end. And then at the end, you play against whoever is the last person, like the first place in the winner's bracket, and then whoever first place in losers bracket is. Loser's bracket has to win a full set to reset the standards. So he has to win one set, and then it goes back to 0-0, and then whoever wins that 0-0 is the overall winner. So basically, whoever's in loser's bracket, if they get to the grand final, has to win 2 full sets, as to where the winner has to only win 1 to take it all home. And the kid who was playing through losers basically swept the last 3 guys that he had to play against to get to grand final. And boy, did they fucking fight. He ended up losing, unfortunately, but damn, did he put himself on a map at 15 years old.
Jesus.
At 15 years old from Chile.
Wild.
A Chilean Street Fighter player at the age of 15 years old on the main stage just won $100,000, almost won $1 million. Yeah.
I wish I had $100 grand at 15.
Man.
I swear to God.
Yeah. Just by playing Street Fighter.
Since I ain't got $100 grand at 28, damn it.
Just by playing Street Fighter, man. But yeah, dude, I keep bringing up all these games that I want to come back, and Bloody Roar is one of them because, dude,
I think Def Jam would be funny as fuck.
Def Jam would be great, but the only thing that sucks about Def Jam is that there's so many different things that go into trying to get all the contracts to bring all these people on to do this shit. Like, you can't, like, there's so many names. I don't know what that is, honestly. Def Jam is a fighting game where all the rappers of the early 2000s fought each other.
Yeah, you could be like,
there's Def Jam Vendetta, Def Jam Fight for New York, and then Def Jam. Oh, there was like 3 or 4 of them.
I didn't know there was that many of them, so I don't remember which
There's
one I
Def
played.
Jam Icon. There's Def Jam Fight for New York, Def Jam Vendetta, Def Jam Icon, and I think that might be it. Because I think Icon was the one that killed it. Because Icon came out on 360 PS3, and that was the one that fucking destroyed
I think it was
the
Fight
franchise.
for New York that I played.
I think Fight for New York is the most popular one. If it's not Vendetta,
Yeah, but you could be like 50 Cent fighting like Rick Ross, shit like that. Or
yeah, it was like Snoop Dogg going up against Ice-T and Ice Cube.
damn it, what the?
You could be
hell is-
Method Man and the Wu-Tang Clan and fight Carmen Electra and Danny Trejo.
I can't remember his name. Rapper, big fat white guy. Fat
Fat Joe.
Is it Fat Joe? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The big fat rapper, Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
Couldn't remember Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember the Joe part. But yeah, you could be him.
Hi, Bonnie. This is my friend Big Fat Paulie. This is his big fat ass.
Could have been Fat Albert for all I know. God damn it, shut up.
I mean, hell, it could have been. You'd have been closer than anything else that you were trying to get to.
I didn't get to anywhere. That's
Exactly.
why I didn't say a name.
Exactly. Fat would have gotten you somewhere.
I just
I
laughed.
was
I just
halfway
thought
there.
it was funny because I thought you were gonna say they were coming out with a game because you're like manifesting all this and all.
I'm hoping, dude.
All I could think in my head is witch.
There it is! There it is! Oh, man. I want it so bad, and I keep... Because, like, my buddy Sean will stream, and I'll go into his chat, and, like, anytime that he's watching, like, a Nintendo Direct or a PlayStation State of Play, anything that has trailers to announce new games, I go into his chat, and I'll go, hey, they announced that new Bloody Roar yet? And he goes, Al, shut the fuck up. Every single time. And I think it's hilarious. And I'm just like, the more I bring it up, some point it's going to happen. And the thing is, I've been just bullshitting and bringing it up here and there as a joke. But I'll go to, like, other, like, fighting game streamers, like bullshit. And they'll just kind of be, like, in their just chatting mode, talking with their chat. And I remember it was not too long ago, we had another conference. And people were like, what do you want to see for this conference? Like, if there was anything that you wanted to see. And I remember, I think it was Maximilian Dude said, Bloody Roar, if it was to get a remaster or get another installment. And I almost lost my fucking mind because I'm like, oh my God, finally somebody's getting it. Somebody's getting it. Somebody on a platform
That can do something about it,
is
yeah.
getting it. Somebody who has a voice who can get that concept out there, have it clipped, and have people fucking share to get it circulating. He said it. He said the fucking words. He said them. He said the words that I need him to say. Bloody Roar. He said it. I'm cool. It's working. Like, I've been bullshit typing it in chat and saying it as a joke. Whatever. Now people are starting to say it, though. And people are starting to see it because it is a good game. It plays like Tekken. It's not a bad fighting game. It plays like Tekken. It's just that it got lost because the company that makes it was Konami. And Konami doesn't do shit anymore. They barely make shit.
You know what would probably be... It'd probably be a bad game, but it would be fucking hilarious. Like a Street Fighter, but you play SpongeBob characters.
Then, I mean, that could be doable.
Just Patrick's like, no, this is Patrick, and he punches him right in the face.
I mean, that's basically Nickelodeon's All-Stars Brawl.
I feel like that'd just be
That's Nickelodeon's
just
All-Star Brawl.
saying just snippets of their lines from the first like 10 seasons of their shows that we all remember by heart. Just
You gotta play Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl. That's just that
Oh,
game.
this is Patrick.
just some funny.
This is Patrick!
just fucking Squidward beating the shit out of somebody with his clarinet or something. SpongeBob just throwing Krabby Patties at people's faces, whipping them with fucking spatulas and shit. I feel like it'd be fucking hilarious.
How I missed the old Flash website days where you could go play Nickelodeon video games on the computer that didn't require any downloading. You just go to their website and just click on a game. Just play
Avatar
it.
used to have a couple of
Same thing
those.
with Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network's website used to be so perfect for that. You just type in cartoonnetwork.com. And it
Go
would
to
take
their
you to
games,
their beautiful,
yep.
take you to their beautiful, colorful website with all the characters on the screen
Yeah.
doing different things, pointing to different
I always
tabs.
played the little Lilo and Stitch one where you played
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
Disney
that
Channel
made the
website had some good
sandwich,
ones,
the
too.
sandwich stacking game.
Yeah. I played Ed, Edd and Eddy. I played Ed, Edd and Eddy's. They had like a little a Beyblade one where you like shot the spinning tops at other people's tops that would go across the screen. I also played. They had a Cartoon Network MMO. I can't remember what the fuck it was called though. We were just talking about it the other night on the game, but it was basically like everybody had gotten like redesigned, but it was a giant world of Cartoon Network, and all the Cartoon Network shows were connected in this world, and they were all fighting against like one common goal or some shit. It was so cool. It was an online MMO, so it was like this like big game where a bunch of like 10 to 12-year-olds just kind of got in and fucked around, and nobody really did what they were supposed to do. But the people that did do what they were supposed to do found out that it was actually a really cool fucking game. It just didn't last very long, which a lot of those games in that time didn't. It was a shock that Club Penguin and all those other ones managed to last as long as they did, but none of them were really built to last, unfortunately. But that's the one thing that, unfortunately, I get to be an old head about now. Because I know you kids will not be able to. I mean, kids nowadays will not get that. They don't get Flash games anymore. Now they get bullshit iPad and shit apps that put ads all over their fucking tablets and shit that fucking slow their shit down.
You get halfway through the game and then it switches to a 30-second ad that you can't skip.
Yeah,
no,
I hate that.
That's why I have so many phone games on my phone. But it seems like almost every time an ad pops up, I delete it and find something else to play. I just want some ad-free shit, but I'm not paying fucking $20 to have ad-free on a game that I just started to play.
Yeah, if the ad-free premium isn't 99 cents, I don't want it.
Swear to God.
That's pretty much where I'm at. If the premium isn't 99 cents, I want it. Like, I just re-downloaded Plague Inc. because we were talking about that like 2 nights ago because we seen it on the PlayStation Store, and I was like, that's weird. I can just download it on my phone for free because it was like $5.99 on PlayStation. I was like, I'm not buying that. It's a free app on my phone, and thank you. Why the fuck would I play that on my PlayStation? Why the fuck would I play that on my PlayStation? That's like playing
Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is free on your phone, but it's like $10 on PlayStation for some reason.
No, it's not. That's free.
Is it free on PlayStation?
Yeah, it's free.
Never mind. Ignore what I just said.
Yeah, it's free. There are other Yu-Gi-Oh! Games that do cost money on PlayStation, but
I might have been thinking one of those.
I think you're thinking of Legacy Duelist.
Probably.
That's the one I think you're thinking of.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm gonna own up to it. That's the reason why
that didn't happen.
That's the reason why I just say in theory at the end of everything.
It is
because if I'm wrong, at least
I can't. The amount of times I heard him say "in theory" while he was setting up the PC and shit for me, he'd be like, "In theory, this is gonna work.
Yeah.
In theory, this is gonna work."
Now if I'm wrong, Now if I'm wrong, I didn't say I was gonna be right.
Yeah. See, I wasn't confident from the start.
In theory,
I wasn't confident from the start. So if I'm wrong, I said in theory it was gonna work.
So in theory, this wall will not cave in and kill us all.
In theory,
fall over.
It's bolted to a steel beam and a concrete floor. It would take a lot of man to move that wall.
It would take a lot of man to move that wall.
Or woman. We respect.
I'm burning this place down.
I'm sorry. Or fire, I guess that works too. Cannonballs, cranes, whatever you want. But I could physically not just shove that wall down. It is fucking attached. But I did have a point that I want to make before we...
Let's make it quickly.
Well, I'll make it as quick as I can because then we start that.
Yeah.
This is the last episode you guys are going to see me for a while.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do got to bring this up.
My training...
We should have opened with this a little bit sooner because...
Yeah. But this is the last episode you guys are going to see me for a while. My training is almost done. And my last 2 weeks of training fall me on weekends, so I will not be available for recording sessions. And after that, my schedule is kind of going to be crazy. I'm going to be gone for probably about 14 days at a time. My home time could fall on weekends. If it does, cool. I'll be here for the episode. If not, I'll be gone. But we'll have guest appearances. We've already talked about it before. My wife, Brittany, might step in. Your friend Aaron might step in.
You might see my friend Chris if I can get him away from the wife and
or
kids.
It could just be us. It just depends.
It could just be the two of them. Yeah. Amber, person that gives our Song of the Weeks a lot, she might show up for an episode. But just know that just because I'm not here doesn't mean I don't love y'all. I'll be back at some point. I'm your new guest appearance after this episode.
Yeah. I'd say, it's going to be weird. But we're going to keep it moving.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it
Content's
moving.
not stopping.
We might call him. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Right. We might phone him in for a session, get him in on like a Discord call or something. I mean, who knows? That might be it. That might be something we'll just have to do. We might just have to, like, instead of recording a podcast episode in the studio, we might have to just record an episode through Discord or something like that. Because I mean, like,
on speaker.
shout out to Talking Baseball. If you're a baseball fan once again and you watch podcasts about baseball, you probably know about Talking Baseball. But that's how they do their format because they're not able to all be in the same area together because one of their hosts, Trevor Plouffe, he is a commentator for the Minnesota Twins. So like he can't physically be there all the time. He doesn't live where they live because they live in New York. So like we're talking baseball and John Boy Studios, his base dad is in New York, so he can't be there all the time. But the way they do it is they basically do a video conference call, and they'll even have like coaches conference call in, and that's how the whole podcast episode will be. So I mean, maybe we'll take a little page out of their book and maybe have to do like a Discord chat where we could all just get each other all together or something and hit the record button and just shoot the shit for a little bit just to keep you up in the loop and everything, so that we're not straying too far from where we came from. We don't want you to feel like you're not here. So even though you're not gonna be here, motherfucker. But that just means that he has more time to watch anime, which is what we have to talk about next. If you're fine with me moving on to the next.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Love you guys.
I didn't know if you were done or not.
Tough subject to talk about, so I don't really know how to handle it, to be honest with you.
It is tough. It is tough. But, you'll have enough time, like I said, watch a lot of anime, which is what we tend to do around here. We tend to be anime watchers. We dabble in it here and there, different genres left and right. But one thing we can say we do love is our anime women. We love our anime waifus. We all have our select ones. We all have a group of them that we love to choose from. All of them are amazing, and they all have their own specific things that make them amazing. But today, we are going to put them against each other and make Kiana choose once again and struggle once again to see which one is her anime waifu. So she will have the perfect anime husbando and the perfect anime waifu.
Nah, we're going to have to redo the men's one because I got a better list for that.
Oh,
bitch.
she's got a better list for the men's one. Who knows? We might
big ass list for that one.
We might have men's list reprised here soon for Kiana. Who knows? But without further ado, let's get it started with the first matchup and see who we have. Matchup mode begin. All right. You have My Hero Academia versus Seven Deadly Sins. I'm blanking on what her name is on the left.
Midnight and Merlin.
Midnight and Merlin. I knew Merlin, but Midnight was the one. I was thinking Mystique for some reason, but it's Midnight. Yes, Midnight, very, very amazing hero from My Hero Academia. Very beautiful woman, very beautiful teacher. Merlin, one of the strongest.
Old biddies.
Yeah, Merlin, one of the strongest sins in the Seven Deadly Sins. She's very powerful. She is very smart, also very, 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 very hot. This is tough.
There's gonna be a lot of varies today.
Yeah, this is
goddamn.
tough.
If you're gonna do that for every one of them,
I pick Midnight if I'm being honest.
Really? What about Midnight does it? What about Midnight does it for you?
I like her outfits that she wears.
Okay.
I mean, the outfit she has to get rid of as she's doing her powers.
Yeah, I mean, she has to get rid of it, but I mean, she does have different fits because of that, though. That's the thing, though. Is like it's cool when you have an anime character that has different fits. I mean, Merlin does just rock a lot of the same.
I was gonna say Merlin rocks a lot of that one.
I mean, but on top of that, her fit is, I'm pretty sure, just made out of magic. I'm pretty sure it's not like real clothing, so like practically butt naked the whole damn time. And on top of that, she does love her baths. But you did pick the other one, so we're gonna go ahead and go with Midnight, which will move us on to our next. We'll move us on to our next matchup. Ooh, we've got High School DxD.
Grimmery.
Yeah. What was it? Reese Grimmery?
Reese Grimmery?
Reese Grimmery, yeah. And then, what's her name from Demon Slayer?
Mitsuri.
You guys will figure out that I am horrible at remembering characters' names. I know what they're from. Terrible at remembering characters' names. But High School DxD versus Demon Slayer. For some men out there, this is a fucking struggle. This right here, holy shit.
I gotta pick without thinking about it.
Who?
Oh, Rias, for sure. Without question.
But
for me,
bro.
For me, it's Rias without question.
I don't know.
I like the other girl.
Rias is a baddie, though.
Exactly.
Hey,
I've seen a lot more Rias too.
This isn't my bracket.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Rias, the redhead.
The redhead. All right, let's do it. Which will move us on to our next matchup, which is Mount Girl or what? Yeah.
It's Mount Lady.
Mount Lady. Yeah, Mount Lady. And then
do you want to climb that mountain?
What's her name from Kakakuri?
Yumiko
from Kakakuri, which for those who don't know is a gambling anime.
She's crazy.
Where she literally is horned dog over anything that is like anything that is a gambling situation.
Her
Anything
eyes
that,
go red and she
literally.
goes all fucking nuts.
Like-
It's a good anime if you haven't watched it.
I haven't watched
It
it.
is.
It's
It
a
is
pretty
a
good
really
one.
good anime.
It's
like,
not a long one, but it's a good anime.
yeah, it is a good watch. It is a good watch.
I have a sticker of her on the back of my car.
Yeah. And Mount Lady is just thick in every place
God,
possible.
yeah, she is.
She is thick at normal human size, but then she could literally be the size of a mountain and
Giant.
be the thickest thing on this side of the planet or this thing on this side of the galaxy.
Between these two, I think I'd pick Mount Lady.
Okay.
So we climbing mountains, not playing poker.
Yes, I want to climb the mountain.
How about say now it's not a bad pick, but man, that's tough too. That's really tough. It's really tough because I mean it really all depends on what your type is.
I like my crazy girls.
That's
but
what I'm
Mount
saying.
Lady is.
That's what I'm saying. Like it really
Mount
all depends
Lady.
it really all depends on what your
Mount
type is.
Lady.
Because, like, I don't know. A shout out to my boy Alec, but I think Alec might have went with the other girl. Mount Lady
I
is
thought
the
about it.
blonde
The one
one.
on the left.
Blonde one, yep. Next matchup, Asuna versus Lust.
Lust.
Lust is winning.
Lust.
Asuna stood no chance in this. I want to be real. I want to be
No.
110%. And you can fight me in the comments if you want to. Asuna was not winning any of this. Asuna was making it fucking nowhere in this list. There was.
I love Asuna for her character. I am in no way, shape, or form attracted to her, but she plays a really good character.
She is a great character, but I could apply her character to a much harder person. Fuck that. But it's all because of Sword Art Online's art style. So I mean, take that as
Yeah,
you may.
yeah.
But
He's got a couple
it's a
bangers
good,
in
it's
it.
got a great art style. But like the fact is, they draw their adults like fucking teenagers, and then they draw their old people like 30-year-old adults. So like. Nothing about Asuna does anything for anybody practically. And if you find something attractive about Asuna, you're either the age of 15 or you're weird for liking the age
Lust.
of
The one
15.
on the right.
So
Or
the one, yeah.
Gwen.
I mean,
Gwen
We're not
but
gonna talk
Gwen
about
grew
that.
up on, but Gwen fell in love with her at a young age.
She's in there twice.
Oh, so yeah, because
This
it's got
is where the bracket
Oh,
started.
that's right. Yeah, it went back to the
Sweet
top.
shit.
It's for the left side of bracket. Yes, it finishes one side of the bracket before it moves to the next side. So yes, it is.
This is about to get a little.
Yeah, it's a
Spicy.
tough one
Who
now.
would you pick?
Oh, I'd probably still go Rhea.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Midnight.
I'm about to say I'm going Midnight.
One
I'm
on the
taking
left.
Midnight in this
Yeah.
situation. Yeah, I'm taking Midnight in this situation.
Yeah, I know who I'd go for the next one too.
Mount Lady.
I was taking Lust, but Mount Lady is
Mount
good.
Lady
Mount Lady's
on the
good.
left.
Mount Lady is good.
She's so.
My Hero Academia versus My Hero Academia. All right.
I think for me, Rias would have ended up
No,
at the
no
top.
matter
Really?
what, My Hero Academia.
I don't know if she would
won.
end up at the end, but
she'd
she
be
it'd have
on
been
top.
it'd been 1v1 with Rhea and somebody else with that side for sure for me.
I think I want it to be Midnight. The one on the
yep.
left.
I saw that coming.
It would
Yeah.
have been. It would have been. Lust and Midnight going against each other for me, but Midnight
Yeah.
would have won.
Yeah, Midnight.
would have won. I like Lust, but Midnight would have won. All right. Oh, damn, these pictures are terribly tiny. I don't like how they made that picture so small. And then this one's so big. So we have
Do I
Spy
know either one of
Family
these?
and what's her name from Demon Slayer?
That's that's Daki.
Daki.
That's the one with the brother.
She's the demon.
Oh
who
yeah,
has
yeah,
when
yeah.
they fused,
That was
fused
in
together.
season 3.
Yes. That's the Entertainment District.
Yes.
Season
Yes.
3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what was his name? Not Tanjiro. That's the main character.
Zenitsu?
Tangen.
Is it one of the main?
That's
main
Daddy.
three?
That's Daddy Tangen.
Tangen season. That's Tangen
Ah.
season.
That's
Yes.
Daddy
That's
Tangen.
Tangen season.
Because
Yes.
the second one.
That's when he
is-
loses his arm. Yeah.
Yes. That was the fight.
That's
Yes.
Daddy
Very,
Tangen.
very good. I will say this too on the side note.
And
I
his
had seen that
Three
fight.
beautiful wives.
I seen that final fight in theaters in preparation for the newest season that was to come out, that came out recently, this newest one, and seeing that fight like all in one piece like a movie, because that's how they produced it for the showing of it in the theater. We seen it in IMAX. Seeing that whole fight in IMAX, if you think that show is beautifully animated, watching that shit in the theater in a theatrical like setting,
oh yeah.
oh, and it makes me so excited for the fact of, because we forgot to bring this up earlier, the new movie just got announced to come out later this year.
Yes, I saw
and
that.
I am so excited for that. I am going to see that in theaters. It is going to be so fucking
I love
good.
Demon Slayer,
It's
though. That's
so
such a
fucking
good
good.
anime.
It's
Also, I have
so
a question. Do we have any announcement for when that Attack on Titan movie's coming to the U.S.?
Not a clue. I have no idea. Not a clue.
They released it in Japan, but they haven't brought it out here yet.
Not a clue.
It's where they smacked the last 2 episodes together, turned it into a movie style,
Yeah.
and it's
No,
gonna be a fucking movie. I bet you we got really good ratings there, so it should hopefully come here.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly.
Who did you say the girl on the left was?
She's from Spy Family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one either.
Your Forger.
Yeah, your.
Daki, the one on the right.
Oh, man, that's crazy. I'm 110% taking your. I'm 110% taking your.
Daki.
Yeah,
She might
the
be
one
a
on the
little
right.
crybaby, but she's hot as fuck.
Yeah, she is hot, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next one. Matchup is maybe
I don't think it clicked.
there it is. Maybe. Oh hey,
Oh, shit, fuck.
Albedo.
Oh, shit, fuck.
Versus what is this? Akino or who is this?
It's one of the cat.
No, it's not.
She's
that's,
the bunny.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, what is her
Yeah,
name?
it is the bunny. Yeah.
It's
Mirko.
Mirko. Mirko's so
yeah,
fucking
Mirko's
hot, bro.
so fucking hot, but Albedo
God.
is also supremely fucking hot.
Dude, and I love her fucking horns.
And Albedo is just number one waifu. She's like, if she's down for you, she's down for you, 110%.
What?
The name of the anime slipped my mind.
What, Overlord?
Oh,
I was gonna say
I
Overlord,
kept
yeah.
my brain kept saying Warlord, and I was like, that's not
It's
it.
not it. Yeah,
That's
it's
not
not it.
Close,
Overlord,
but
yep.
not it. I think I'm
Close,
gonna
but no
pick.
cigar.
I think I'm gonna pick her, Albedo. Yeah.
Albedo, the one on the left with
left.
the wings.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
Albedo is a babe. Albedo is a
Yeah,
babe.
she is.
She is a babe.
so
Tsunade.
Titties.
Versus, yeah, you have Tsunade
Titties.
versus
Vanessa from Black Clover.
Yes, Vanessa, very, very, very hot.
She's the one that gets drunk all the time.
She is,
Yeah.
yeah. She's the one that gets drunk all
Drunk
the time.
and flirts with everybody.
She's
yeah.
like the 27, 28-year-old woman who flirts with everybody. She might be like 30 because I think they always make
I
fun
don't
of.
know
I
how.
think, like,
I think they make fun of her for being old, don't
older,
they? All
yeah.
the time.
I think Asta was like, "Get off me, old lady." Or some shit like that.
Yeah. Let me see.
Wouldn't
She
surprise
is.
me.
Oh, she's 25.
Oh yeah, but Asta's like,
That's
what?
old?
yeah,
Asta's
That's
but
old?
Asta,
Fuck you, Black Clover.
Asta's like 15.
Asta's like 15.
Because I think
Still
you
not
know.
old.
Because I think you
I
know
mean,
also
but when you're a
15,
15-year-old
right?
and a 25-year-old drunk lady that you've never met is like, "Hey, young man,
He's 15
welcome
at the beginning.
to the
Yeah.
Black Bull."
He's 15 at the beginning, and at the final arc, he's 18. So he's young.
So he's
you know?
of age by the time, but in the beginning, he walks in and she's like, "Hey, I know you don't know who I am, but welcome to the Black Bulls."
Always drunk, all the time.
Always drunk, but very hot, very powerful. She literally has the ability
she
to
is
control
a
fate.
badass.
She has the ability
little
to control
cat that
fate.
she
Yep,
has.
little kitty cat controls fate. But then you have Tsunade.
God titties.
Oh man.
God titties.
The Hokage of the
Titties.
Leaf Village.
Did you see the
One of the
fifth?
strongest females. Yep.
Fifth one, yeah.
Yep, she's the fifth Hokage. The fifth Hokage, one of the strongest female
She's
characters.
a bad bitch too.
She's a very bad bitch. I do think I think she is considered the worst Hokage though. I honestly,
funny
I
shit.
think that's the
Out of who the Hokage
I
have been,
Yeah.
think from,
I'd feel it.
I
yeah.
think that she's
I
considered the
wouldn't
worst
disagree,
Hokage because
honestly.
of because of all the bad shit that happens on her time.
yeah,
Well,
the
yeah.
Ninja War happened.
The
Yeah.
Ninja War happens on her time,
Yeah.
and then literally she steps down.
Kakashi
and
takes it for like half a
becomes
second.
Yeah, Kakashi becomes like Hokage, and everybody's like, "He's the best.
Daddy.
He's the great."
Daddy Kakashi.
Kakashi is great.
I knew we should have put Kakashi on the last one.
Oh yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it
Just
is.
like Daddy Tengen and Daddy Aizawa. Tsunade. I think I would pick Tsunade, the one on
The
the, right.
blonde one.
Yeah.
Tsunade is
She's
Tsunade's
not gonna
got
win,
pull.
but she's hot.
Tsunade's
I
got
pick
pull.
her
not
over
gonna win.
Vanessa. Yeah.
Tsunade has pull.
She's not gonna win.
Hey, there's another DXD.
Yeah, so
I'd easily pick the one on the right.
Sweet
I can't
yeah,
remember her
so
name.
this is
Momobami
yeah,
is the one on the left. That's
Yeah.
the Kakigori character.
Kakigiri, yep, she's what, season 2?
No, I think
Or she's
she's in the
season
first
1.
season.
Oh
because
yeah, because she's the one who has the conflict with
she's
main
one of
character.
like the.
She's like the top gambler before our main character gets
They have
there.
like
There's a
school.
system.
What is it?
It's like a ranking system where like
Yeah.
you basically, based off of how much money you have, determines how high class you are, like how high you're held in the school.
Yeah.
And then like to the point where you can literally make other students slaves based off of how much debt they owe you. Like literally, people are literally slaves to other students. They literally go to school to become a slave.
It is a really good anime. I
It's
think
very
you'd enjoy
good.
it.
You'd really like it.
But there's
Believe
also
it.
lots of hot bitches and crazy bitches.
There's
too.
a lot of crazy scenarios too. So very good.
The little girl
very
with
good.
the eye patch, that bitch is
man.
wild.
Oh man, very good show.
What
But
the hell
she
is her name?
is. She was the.
So it's Mama Wami and then
Yes.
Akino. What's her last name?
Yeah, Akino. Yeah.
Oh,
Himejima. I just Akino. But yeah, Mowami is the one on the left, and then
I'm about to say you're asking me shit. Yeah, Himejima. Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna
Himejima.
pick the High School DxD, the one on the right.
One on the right. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
She's
She's hotter.
Sweet
She's way
baby
hotter.
And I'd
Jesus.
pick her over
She's way hotter.
Tsunade too.
Sweet baby
way hotter.
Jesus. Yeah, the one on the right.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Yep, I already know who.
All right, Albedo
Yo,
versus
this list would have been fucking quick for me. I feel like once I got through the
The one
first
that
few,
I have for the dudes that I made yesterday is gonna be rough because I went through and I found like a
Oh,
lot of fucking people. Bro.
Fuck! There was one on this list that I didn't even add in here for a picture, and I'm pissed.
Who?
Nico Robin. Nico Robin would have went so
Who the fuck
far.
is Nico Robin? Did I have that on my list?
Yes, you know who Nico Robin is.
Oh shit! I'm like, did I have Nico Robin
Oh
on my
my
list?
god.
I'm looking
Boa
at the
Hancock?
dudes.
Oh, from One Piece.
Oh
Okay,
my
okay,
god.
okay.
Boa Hancock would have went far on
I know
this
who Nico
list.
Robin is. Okay.
Holy shit.
no idea who that is.
Give
You
me
don't
one
know who
second.
Nico Robin
No, he
is?
doesn't watch One Piece.
I don't watch One Piece.
Nico Robin.
She's a baddie.
She's bad as
She is
shit.
bad.
She's bad as
She's tall
shit.
and skinny.
Alright,
She got
you're gonna have to
tig
grab a
fucking
picture
bitties,
for-
bro.
There's like a lot more pictures that do her justice, but just to give you an idea, she's tall, skinny, has about
Tig old bitties.
triple D tits, long
bitties.
jet black hair.
Let me see her.
And
The One Piece art style, man. I don't know.
it's just the One Piece art style, but she has so many. But let me.
The One Piece
I
art
just
style
wanna
would have hurt it
Be
for
in the
me.
boobies.
She's definitely
Boa
fine.
Hancock.
She's definitely fine, but I don't know. She's that art
It is
style.
the One Piece art style. I get it. I understand.
It's just like the Dragon Ball art style ruined.
Yeah, this is
Trunks
Boa
for you.
Hancock.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Boa Hancock would have made it far. If you liked Nico Robin, Boa Hancock would have made it 110% far. Yeah. I'll go ahead and just save this image and I'll send this to you, TMC.
Fucking hell.
Real quick, let's just go ahead and flash an image of the image of Boa Hancock on the screen real quick,
Fucking
so
shit.
everybody could see how hot One Piece characters can be. Because my lord, they are
Y'all are gonna have to
done
do
well.
a bracket list for me at some point.
Holy Christ.
You have to just send me the list and I'll make it.
I was gonna say of just females from the WWE.
Oh, we could do that. Oh, that's easy
Rhea
to do that.
Ripley will win
can do
mine.
that.
I don't
It's
care
easy.
who it is.
I don't know. It's
I don't know.
not,
There's some bangers
it's not
from back
that
then.
easy.
I love
It's
you,
not
mommy.
that easy.
Not that easy.
I
That's
might
right.
like
Mommy.
her right now, but throughout the past 20, 30
I
years,
can find some really good pictures
it'd
of
be
Mickey
hard.
James. I
Damn,
can find some
mommy.
really good pictures of Trish Stratus.
Oh.
I can find some really good
that
pictures
would
of
be
Alina.
a list that I would my heart would fight for because
Oh,
I don't
man.
know what I would do
I'm
through
pretty
the
sure I
entire
can find
thing.
some old biker posters of Lita, of her leaning on a Harley with her fucking G-string out and her ginormous fucking WWE boobs hanging out of a crop top. Because
All
that's
right, who you
all
got? Who you got? Who you got?
both
We get-
Albedo.
we get thrown on.
The one on the right.
We're talking about boobies. Albedo.
Yeah, all
got
that's
some
on
of
the
those.
screen is boobies.
Yeah. Tsunade. And what's her name? I can't.
Akino.
Akino.
Gotta pick Akino.
Yep. I would have done
The
the
one
same
on the
thing.
right.
Yep.
She's so hot.
All right.
She's the one that's constantly trying to fuck something in the show too.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Personally, Albedo's winning for me in this matchup. Personally.
At the end of this fucking thing, it would have been Rhea versus Akino for me. 110%.
You like DXD, that's fine.
No, it's not even that. It's just that show is designed for them to look like that.
Yeah, well, if I was to just get you a bunch of hentai characters and throw them on
I
screen.
don't watch hentai. I don't
But that's all these
I don't
characters-
dive that deep.
That's the thing, though, is that's that character model design. Is that's just a hentai bitch.
Basically,
That's
yeah.
just a hentai bitch. That's just a bitch from hentai. This is the fucking Japanese fucking anime character with giant titties.
His face in the background is.
Yeah, TMC making faces like that.
I can't see him anymore.
Yeah, I can't see him past all of our shit.
Oh,
So she's
he's over there going.
Yeah. Well, because, like, I mean, I'm saying, like, if I were to just take a bunch of, like, obscure, just
Oh,
fucking random
shit.
hentai characters and throw them on a list, they would all look like fucking Akino, because they're all, everybody in that fucking show is designed to be a big titty anime hentai fucking girl. So, I mean, like, yeah, duh. I want to fuck the thing that looks like a hentai character. Yeah, of course. They're designed to look like that.
Akino, the one on the right.
Yep.
See, Albedo would have won for me. Albedo's.
I'm dying.
So do you want the character in a mask or the character not in a mask? Because they're damn near the same fucking thing.
I know.
One has a mask.
I know.
One doesn't.
I know.
Realistically, yeah. Yeah, they damn
They're
near.
basically the same fucking thing.
Can you tell that
One
there's
of
a
them
type?
just got a hair and a ponytail. And that's about
Literally,
it.
you take her ponytail down and you put a mask on her face. Who the fuck is who? Who the fuck is who? I don't know which one to fuck.
I know who I'd pick out of these two, but I think I
I-
know who you'd pick too.
Midnight.
Yeah,
I'm picking Midnight.
The
Yeah.
one
I
on the
would have
left,
picked
yeah.
Akino.
Yeah.
I know you would
And
have,
the
yeah.
grand champ above all is Midnight.
Hey!
Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
old baby teacher. Ugh.
Midnight, baby. Oh, man.
She's so
I mean, it
hot.
was a hard-fought battle. There were some good ones in there. There were some good ones in
Midnight
there.
made it all the way, and so did Akino.
Huh?
Just look at the bracket.
Midnight made it all the way,
and so
and
did
then
Akino.
Akino made it
Yeah.
all the way.
There was no trial or tribulation there.
No, see, and I knew that Tsunade was I picked her in between the two, but I knew she wasn't going to get very far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tsunade's hot, but yeah.
Not,
Yeah, you
not
sure
to the
wouldn't-
extent of all the rest of these
You
girls. Come
sure
on.
would have ended up with Rias and fucking Akina at the end.
It depends.
Yeah.
There's several other characters that could have been in this that from animes that I've watched that could have made it a little bit harder.
I mean, and there are other ones.
Like
that I had
honestly,
on
I'll
here.
probably just have to send if we ever do one of these for me, I'll probably just have to send
Like
my
fucking-
watch list from Crunchyroll
like
and just let you
02
scroll through
from
that.
Darling and the Franks. Fuck me, that little. She's hot. She's got a real tight red outfit and two little red horns.
Oh, see, I almost put her in there, but she fucking sucks.
I don't give a fuck if she
The anime
sucks.
sucks. The anime
She's
sucks.
hot.
I'm sorry. She's 02 is okay.
And my star and stripes. That
02
big
is okay. I am
bulky,
sad that Stars and
beautiful
Stripes didn't get in on the
bitch.
list, but we could do another list. We could do
She's
another
so
list.
hot.
We can do another list. And the thing about this is too is like when we do this next, say we do another list of females, and like when we go back to do your reprise list for the men, what I'm gonna probably do is I'll probably take
Yeah, I got a
Midnight.
big ass list for that.
I'm about to say I'll take Midnight and I'll take Akuno and I'll put them on the list as well on that bracket. I'll
Yeah.
make sure that they're on the bracket, but they're gonna go up against new competition.
Yeah.
I want them to go up against new competition because I want to see how
If they still make it
stack
that
up.
far.
I want to see how far they could still go because I mean this might not be the end for Midnight. Maybe Midnight could go further. Maybe Midnight has a lot more competition she could stomp out. Who
Fucking
knows?
Love Midnight.
Who knows? She might not ever have to see Stars and Stripes, but if she sees Stars and Stripes in the end, will she win? Who knows?
Stars
Who
and
knows?
Stripes is fine, but we saw her for like
She's so
But she's
hot.
a
What, 20
babe.
like
It
what,
doesn't-
like 25
it doesn't
minutes?
matter how
And
much
she's
we
Was
see her.
big,
was it
bro.
one or two episodes?
We've seen her for like 2 or 3.
She was like 2 or 3 episodes.
because
if
we get a
that.
backstory episode and we get like a fight. We get like two episodes with a fight.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I
So, like,
just
the-
I
It
just
might
watched
be
like
only,
a
like,
week or
You
two
get,
ago.
you get the beginning of the season where they introduce her, like she like flies in and you're
Yeah.
like Stars and Stripes is here and it's her like standing there on the
She's
jet.
such a bad
she
bitch.
mimics her
She's so
hairstyle
big,
off
bro.
of Walmart and
And she
everything.
Yeah.
does like the fucking she's posing on like the literal blue angels of
Mm-hmm.
of the anime world.
Yeah, the
And-
guy that voices the main character for All Might, he voices the main like office
you
person.
haven't gotten farther, have you? I finished it.
I have not no because
pretty sure-
we finally found an opening and me and Brittany caught up on solo leveling. So
Okay, I have not
Yeah,
watched
we-
Solo
we
Leveling, but
filled all
I
of our
did
time with that.
finish. You're gonna be sad. I did finish. My
Yeah.
hero.
By the way, you're talking about his voice actor like he's just some guy. That's Chris Sabat.
no, I'm not talking about him like he's just some guy. He's playing one of the bigger roles in solo leveling. That's the reason I was talking
Yeah,
about.
no,
it.
it's,
But he
it's-
plays a
it's-
lot of big roles.
It's Chris Sabat. Yeah, he's one of the. He plays Piccolo. I'm pretty sure he's also Vegeta. I'm pretty sure he's.
Yeah,
also,
he's a big voice actor.
Yeah, he's
absolutely.
huge. He's.
But I heard that voice and I was like, hey, that's All
Fucking
Might.
Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling's daddy.
And as his character progresses, his look changes a little
Yeah,
bit
I
every
know.
time.
The
Oh,
second season, he's
it gets
heavy.
better every time.
Every girl keeps getting hornier and hornier for
Yep.
him every single season. It's
Yep.
great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great.
And
But
his voice actor, dope.
Oh, dude, have you seen his TikToks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you
we've
seen his
got to
TikToks?
wrap up.
Wait, no rush, calm down, dude.
If you have plans on doing anything else with this studio today, we got to wrap up.
I don't wrap shit up. What?
Song of the week. Oh, God.
Song of the week.
Raw. Next.
Ew, gross. On to the next one. On to the next thing. Please, for the love of God.
If my family watches this, you didn't hear shit.
Yeah. Oh, I watched this and I'm grossed. Please explain to these people what our last segment of the show is.
Song of the
Song
week.
of the week. Explain it to him,
The
Scott.
song of the week is when we recommend a song to you. You listen to it. You tell us whether it's trash or a pass, basically. And if you think it's a good song, let us know in the comments. If you think it's a bad song, don't let us know in the comments because you're wrong. It's whatever. It's fine.
No, let us know in the comments. I want to tell you you're wrong. I want to have a point to point you
Let's
out.
talk about it. You're wrong, but let's talk about it. But you can find all of our Song of the Weeks on our Song of the Week playlist, which is linked in the description below, in order of how we've said it every single episode since episode 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you. You didn't fuck up that time.
You did a good
Song of the
job.
Week!
Song of the week.
Anyways, our community song of the week is from Amber, once again.
Yep.
And she has got Let the Band Play by Bad Flower. Don't know who that is.
They played at the Devon.
Don't know what the song that is.
She went and saw them live at the Devon.
Let's see. Mine is another, it's like it's girls that do metal, but it's called Playboy, BOI, by Vanna and Sophie Powers. I don't know if you know who Vanna is.
I don't know who
but she
any of the
does
people
like
are.
my little rock. The playlist that I told you that I have, that's what's it called? Let me see real quick.
It's just
That dark femdom
I
energy
feel like
one.
you should have just named it
That
Gay
one.
Panic.
Ooh, that too.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean.
Did you forget to get a song?
No, I got my song. I just forgot the screenshot.
Screenshot.
I got my song.
Al, what you got?
My song is a
We're about
wonderful song.
Same era, I think.
Amazing band.
Oh, shit.
I heard this song like 3 times this
Oh,
week while I was just
shit.
out and about driving through my mom's van because I'm currently in a bad car situation because the police don't like me. I mean, I'm gonna get my car back to Tuesday, but
He didn't lose his car.
I
He
didn't
can't
lose my
drive it
car.
right
I
now.
lost the ability to drive my car because of a fuck up in the police's system. So, whatever.
Good shit.
Nonetheless, I have been listening to a lot of classic rock stations, and so I've had the opportunity to hear a lot of songs that don't just play on my playlist all the time. And Separate Ways by Journey played, and I love that song. This is a very, very, very good song. I love Journey a lot, but that I think that's probably my favorite song by them. It's tough to say because they've got a really good repertoire of music. So it's hard to say if that's like truly my favorite, but that like anytime that Separate Ways comes on, I'm like, fuck yes.
Dude, Chris Daughtry did a
Yeah, he
phenomenal
did.
cover of that
He did
song.
a very
It's
good
so
cover of that song.
It's
Didn't he?
so good.
Didn't he do it with like a female?
Yeah, I
to
don't.
it?
It's some oddball
Yeah.
female artist that I can't remember the name.
Shout
of.
out to my buddy Owens because he's the one who showed me that cover.
Yeah,
of
I
him
played
doing
when
that,
when I had you in the truck for
Yeah.
some reason. I don't remember. But yeah,
Very good
we're
song.
we're in the same era this week.
Hell yeah.
Might be the same around the same years, to be honest with you. Well, no, that's probably a little older.
I think Journey was 70 when
Well,
that song released.
Oh no, I don't think I'm that far back. Probably like 90s. But mine also from classic rock stations. But I've just been clicking on a rock song, starting a radio station off of it on YouTube Music, and
83.
just rolling with that. It might be around the same. I'll have to look it up in a second. But it's So Far Away by Crossfade.
Oh.
You'll recognize the album art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, phenomenal song. I hit the back button like I wasn't in my photos.
Close. Not even.
Is it 90s?
No, it's
2000s?
2004.
Really?
It's 2004.
God, they give me 90s
yeah,
vibes
mine's
for
going back. That should
sure.
be pretty close. Yeah, 1980. Yeah, that should be close. Yeah, 2004.
It gives me 90s
Not
vibes on the
fucking
rock.
close, my
on
guy.
on the style of Crossfade, it gives me 90s vibes for sure.
Whack.
I get that.
The 2000s makes sense, I guess. Yeah,
I
that'd be around the years that I was listening
Whack.
to a lot of that style of shit. But no, because around that time, I was listening to like All American Rejects and Green Day, shit like that. I mean, that's
like it's just like with Creed. You could have fooled me and told me Creed came out in like the early 90s. Like the early.
Did it
Did
not?
it not? I thought they came out around the 2000s. Am I
I
wrong?
thought they were.
I thought they were.
I
around,
thought they were in the
like
90s.
late 90s, 2000s.
No fucking way.
I thought they were like late 90s, 2000s.
They formed in 1994.
Oh, so it was early 90s.
Yeah,
This is like on the
early-
brink of the
early to
middle
mid-90s, yeah.
That's when
They
I was
probably didn't.
born.
They probably
That
didn't
makes
blow
sense.
Up. They probably didn't blow up and get big until like probably
Like
later
96,
90s, probably
97, something like
97. Yeah, that might be why. That might be where I'm so.
God, if you would have said like 2000 something, I would have lost my shit. Creed is a 90s band for sure. There's no way they're not.
could have fooled
My
me.
fucking dad loves
loves
Creed.
A better reference. It's like you could have told me that like 3 Days of Grace was like a 90s
Oh no, that's
band.
2000s for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's like you could have.
That's
told me,
2000s.
It's 2000s, but like
As fuck.
But like for the
Yeah.
untrained ear,
Yeah.
if you play that along with like I don't know, like Linkin Park, isn't like Linkin Park like late 90s too,
No,
going to
2000s.
2000s? Is that 2000s? I
Linkin-
could have swore they were.
I
late
think
90s.
Linkin Park and Green Day were really popular around the same time, which was the early 2000s.
I know they're popular around the early 2000s, but like
I don't think they started in the 90s. I mean, they fucking could have, I guess, but
1996.
thank you. Okay, I'm about to say I'm not that much of it. I'm not that out of touch.
look up Green Day. When did
Not
Green,
that out
Green
of
Day
touch.
start?
I
might still be
Oh, if
accurate.
I could spell, that'd be great.
It's Graham
Green
Day.
Day.
1987.
They were out there. Yeah, they were out there for a
Green
minute.
Day is an American rock band formed in Rodeo, California in 1987 by lead vocalist and guitarist Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah.
Try again, bitch.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
All right.
Yeah.
Before
Shout
we
out to
did the-
Green Day.
Anyways,
Fuck you, copyright.
Yeah, go ahead and tell them what they need to do at the end of this beautiful
make sure
video.
to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. We are still kind of trying 1,000 subscriber. Oh no, it was the 500. We changed it to 500, and we do an ice. We do an ice bath.
Ice bucket challenge.
Ice bath challenge.
Ice bath challenge.
Oh, man.
500 subscribers, and we're all gonna do an ice bath challenge. Okay?
As of the recording of this episode, we're at 98. We're almost in 3 digits.
Yeah.
Make sure to hit that
Get us
subscribe button.
there.
Shout out to Pokeshop Collectibles for all your Pokemon, all of your Yu-Gi-Oh, all of your
Trading
Warhammer
cards,
needs, anything and everything you need.
That isn't a sport.
Yeah, that isn't a sport.
That isn't a sport.
All of the
Anything-
links are in
We're
the description
nerds,
below. We got
okay?
Spotify for Song of the Week, Spotify for audio listeners only, obviously YouTube. You've got Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Yep. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the support that we have. All Pokeshop. Shout out to Spotify. Shout out
Yes,
to
sir.
the YouTube watchers. Shout out to everybody. We love you guys. These episodes are fucking fun and great, and I enjoy the piss out of them, and I really hope that you guys do too. There's been so much shit happening in our lives and outside of our lives that we try to keep up with. It's hard to do so, but we try our fucking best, and we love that you guys are rocking with us and seeing that more of you are starting to tag along. I love getting the little notifications, seeing that more of you are subscribing to the channel and tagging along with us and enjoying the content. We are trying our damnedest to get it out there. Like Scott said, he's going to be gone for a little bit, so you might not see him, but that doesn't mean that this is going to stop. We are going to keep pushing this, so that means that we need you guys to stick around for more of the content. So please, 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 please do come back for the next episode, because I love you. We love you. I know that they want you to come back just as much as I want you to come back, because without you, this ain't possible. So we need you here. We want you here. Please come back for the next episode of Beauty and the Beards, and we will see you on the next one.
Love you.
Bye.